Hi everyone, and welcome to our video on plant hormones. This video was requested by many of you from the YouTube poll which took place a couple of days ago on the community tab of our YouTube channel. So let's start off with why plants need to produce hormones. There are three main reasons why plants need to produce hormones. The first is to coordinate and control growth. The second is to respond to light, and we regard that as phototropism. And the third reason is to respond to gravity, which is known as geotropism or gravitropism. These three reasons are key for you in the exam, so make sure you know these three reasons. You could be asked a simple 3-marker of list 3 things of why plants need to produce hormones. Okay, and remember these keywords: phototropism and geotropism. We're going to focus on these in this video. Okay, now auxin is a plant hormone, and it's a plant hormone which controls the growth near tips, shoots and roots. This is where you find the hormone. Okay, and in some places it stimulates growth, and in some places it inhibits growth, and that's what we're going to come on to in the next slide. Now, when auxin is present at the tip, it stimulates cell growth or cell elongation. Okay, so that's just a bit of an introduction to an example of a plant hormone. Now, in shoots and roots, this is the key part, and you could be given an apply question in the exam, 4-marker on shoots and roots. So first of all, auxin is present in shoots and it stimulates cell growth. Okay, so it stimulates cell growth. So auxin is present on the shaded side, which causes it to grow towards the sun. So whenever we see a plant, we see it growing towards the sunlight, and the shoots grow towards light and away from gravity. So if I show you an example, let's say this is our shoot, and let's say that this is the sun. Okay, now let's say we had the auxin on the shaded side. So the shaded side is the part most furthest from the sun, which doesn't receive as much sunlight. We see that the shoot will bend towards the sunlight. So this is our sun. The shoot will bend towards the sunlight like that, and that's because auxin stimulates cell growth. So that means auxin will cause the cells on the shaded side to grow faster than the cells on the brighter side. So that means this side will grow faster and this side will grow slower. That causes it to bend towards the sunlight. Okay, now in roots, auxin inhibits cell growth. So that means the side that the auxin is on, the cells grow more slower. Okay, so auxin is present on the bottom side of the root, and that's due to gravity. So remember, gravity is always acting downwards, and because it's present on the bottom side, that means the top side of the root will grow faster, and it will cause it to bend downwards towards the direction of gravity. That's why if we pull our plant, we see the roots are growing downwards. If I show you an example, let's say we had a root over here, and because of gravity, the auxin will be present on the bottom side. So there's our auxin. Okay, now in roots, auxin inhibits cell growth. That means that this side will grow more slower, and that will cause the root to bend towards. Because the side will grow slower, the top side will grow faster. So this will grow slower and the top side will grow faster, and that's what causes it to bend downwards towards gravity. Okay, So make sure you've learned that. It's a common exam question, and it could well be up on your Biology Paper 2 exam on the 9th of June. So shoots and roots, the key differences there. In shoots, auxin stimulates cell growth, and in roots, auxin inhibits cell growth. Okay? Now there's also a required practical which you need to know about plant growth responses, and that's what we are going to have a look at now. So plant growth responses. Now the key thing with any required practical is you need to know the independent variable, the dependent variable, and some control variables. So in this case, the independent variable, what we're changing is the light intensity. The dependent variable, what we're measuring is the height of the seedlings, and the control variables, what we need to keep the same are the number of seeds, the type of seeds, the temperature, the water, and the light intensity. Okay, so it's really important that you learn these variables. It could come up as a 6 marker in an exam. So if we just have a look at the method you would use, so you have 3 petri dishes, and you put an equal amount of cotton wool in each petri dish, and you soak it with an equal volume of water. We've got some more control variables there. Then you place 10 seeds on each dish, and then you leave the seeds in a warm place and allow them to germinate. So they have water and they have a suitable temperature, and that's what will allow them to germinate. You water the seeds every day with the same volume of water, another control variable, so the seeds germinate. And then after they have germinated, there will be some seeds which haven't germinated, and you will need to remove them and make sure there are the same amount of seeds in each petri dish, another control variable, and you measure the starting height with a ruler. Then you place the 3 petri dishes in different conditions. You might want to place one in bright light, one in partial light, and one in complete darkness. And then you measure the height for 5 consecutive days and see what has changed between them. Okay, so that's the method you would use. Now you also need to know some of the uses of plant hormones. So we have gibberellin, we have ethene, and we have auxin. Now there are 3 key uses of gibberellin. Gibberellins are important for starting the germination of seeds. You can add them so the seeds germinate more quicker. And they also end seed dormancy. They can force a seed to germinate earlier than it would. And you can use gibberellin to encourage plants to flower and make fruit grow larger. Those are the 3 key uses you need to know of gibberellin. Now ethene, there's one use. It controls cell division and the ripening of fruit. So while the fruit is being transported, you might want to add ethene so you control the ripening of it. Auxin, it can be used as weed killers to target specific plants, maybe the ones with broad leaves that are weeds, so they kill them. They can be used as rooting powders, and they can be used to promote growth in tissue culture. Okay, and make sure you learn these uses of plant hormones. They could come up as a quick matchup or a quick 2 marker. You don't want to be given away easy marks. Okay, and that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and one last thing, please subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell.